Whether you like it or not, it looks like becoming an older dad is a trend among celebrities. These stories prove that there's no age limit to fathering a child. How does Bruce Willis's youngest daughter care for the struggling actor? Who has the most kids?
My wife and I have 175 children.
Spoiler, it's not Alec Baldwin. And why did Al Pacino make his pregnant girlfriend take a paternity test?
Now I have come to the crossroads in my life.
Bruce Willis. These days, the actor isn't having the best time of his life health-wise. With his dementia diagnosis and forced retirement from acting, Bruce needs all the support he can get. Thankfully, he has a lot of people at home who can give that to him. Willis's blended family includes his current wife, Emma Hemming, and his ex, Demi Moore. And he also has 5 daughters, 3 with Demi and 2 with Emma. The actor's youngest baby girl was born in 2014 when he was 59. Her name is Evelyn, and despite her young age, she's very concerned about her dad's state. Bruce's wife, Emma, recently shared a touching story about how Evelyn looks out for him.
So Evelyn says to me the other day, "Did you know that people with dementia can become severely dehydrated?"
It turns out that the 9-year-old girl researched her father's condition. That gesture brought Emma to the verge of tears.
I said, "Okay, Evelyn, we will always make sure that Daddy has a bottle of water in hand. Thank you for letting me know."
Most likely, this simple tip has helped Bruce a lot, so the whole family must be proud of their little girl. And the next actor is honored to have twice as many children. Eddie Murphy. The 62-year-old actor is father to 10 kids from 5 women. Murphy shares 2 with his fiancée, Australian model Paige Butcher, and his youngest son will only turn 5 this year. His name is Max Charles Murphy. The middle name is a tribute to Eddie's older brother, who died of leukemia. You might think that it's hard to be a father to so many children, but not for Eddie, because he enjoys parenting all of his kids. "I love fatherhood. That is the center of everything," he said. The actor is even more excited about his babies than about his career. Eddie believes that whenever you put your children first, you're making the right decision.
That makes me a heck of a fella.
And he's super proud of every single one of them. "I don't have one bad seed," he said. And nobody is like the Hollywood jerk kid. All of them are smart and ambitious. So Eddie feels really lucky to be their dad. We can't help but wonder if he wants to have any more babies in the future. And while we're waiting to find that out, let's talk about another famous dad. Mel Gibson. This actor's personal life has had a lot of interesting twists and turns. He was with his first wife, Robin Denise Moore, for almost 30 years, and they had 7 kids together. After that, Gibson had a child with model Oksana Grigorieva, who he had a short-term relationship with. And these days, the actor is dating equestrian and screenwriter Rosalind Ross. 6 years ago, they welcomed their son Lars. Mel was 61 back then, and the boy became his 9th child. The star was reportedly over the moon to have another kid. Gibson shared that being a father at his age was different to when he was younger, but in a good way.
And I'm good. I'm getting better at it. You know, as you go, you get better.
Well, that's
at it.
practice.
9 times? Are you
Yeah,
kidding?
it's pretty good.
And the next actor has had a lot of practice too. Alec Baldwin. He had only 1 daughter during his troubled marriage to Kim Basinger. In his 50s, the actor met his current wife Hilaria, and now they have 7 kids together. The last child they welcomed was a baby girl, Ilaria Catalina Irina, born last year. To share the happy news, Hilaria posted a sweet reel on her Instagram. It showed the couple's other kids holding their new baby sister. The whole family looks pretty happy, so we hope that this event brought some sunshine to Alec. He certainly needed it last year, amid all the scandals and court proceedings after the tragic incident on the set of Rust. Baldwin once shared that he was happy to be a father to so many kids later in life because it allowed him to set right priorities and choose family over career.
I'm happier when I'm with them than when I'm not with them.
Right.
When I'm not with my family, I'm miserable.
The next actor certainly understands him. Jeff Goldblum. Although married twice before, he only became a father for the first time in his 60s. His sons Charlie and River were born 8 and 6 years ago, and the actor once shared that he wouldn't have it any other way. Everything seemed to happen perfectly. "I appreciate it wildly," Goldblum commented. Well, it is pretty wild. Partly because Jeff's current wife, Canadian Olympic gymnast Emily Livingston, is 30 years younger than him. Of course, becoming a dad so late in life comes with its challenges, but he has a sense of humor about it. Jeff even joked that comedian Albert Brooks told him to look for schools with ramps. Thankfully, the actor wasn't offended. Although it's not always easy, Goldblum and his wife remain focused and playful. Just look at this video where the actor is having fun with his kid. Let's hope his nose was okay after that. And we're moving on to someone whom we've always known as a father, Steve Martin. Because of his most famous roles, the actor seems to be a real-life doting dad. We're talking about his flawless performances in comedies like Cheaper by the Dozen and Father of the Bride, of course, but in fact, Martin didn't even have kids back then. He only became a father at 67. Regardless, we have no doubt he is a good daddy, and his child is very lucky. Steve and his wife, writer Anne Stringfield, quietly welcomed a baby girl and never even shared her name with the world. This new chapter of the actor's life changed everything for him. To film a movie now, to go someplace else to live, I'm not willing to do that anymore. I can't disappear for 3 months, he told The Hollywood Reporter. Just like some of the previous stars we've discussed, Steve is happy that he became a father at the age he did, because now that he has an accomplished career, he can make parenting his #1 priority. The next actor would certainly agree with Martin, Richard Gere. Richard had a son with his now ex-wife actress Carrie Lowell, and he shares 2 more boys with his current spouse, Spanish activist Alejandra Silva. The youngest son was born in 2020, and back then, Richard said that he couldn't be happier about his life. And it wasn't just because he was a new dad at 71. He's also delighted to have Alejandra as his wife, because she's committed to helping people and is a great mother. Being an older dad doesn't seem to be a problem for the actor, but since he's fiercely private about his life, we don't know any other details about the Gere family. We actually know much more about Mick Jagger. Congrats to another father of a large family. The Rolling Stones frontman has 8 children with 5 different women and still gets satisfaction from his life, even though he always said that his kids aren't the best behaved.
Open and I see their behavior and I think, oh, they're just behaving like me.
Well, you reap what you sow, right? For almost a decade, Jagger has been in a relationship with ballet dancer Melanie Hamrick. 44 years his junior, she gave birth to their son Devereaux in 2016. The news came as a surprise to pretty much everyone, including Mick's fellow Rolling Stone, Keith Richards. The guitarist even advised the father of 8 to get a vasectomy. But 73-year-old Jagger and his girlfriend were delighted about their new baby. Are they planning for more? Who knows? But here's someone who decided that it would be a good idea to go for another kid: Robert De Niro. Throughout his life, the actor has had many relationships and been married twice. And very recently, he became a father for the 7th time. De Niro revealed the happy news in the most nonchalant way possible.
So listen, I know you have 6 kids, but like, have you...
I just had a baby.
7?
Yeah, like no big deal for a 79-year-old man. Of course, the first thing everyone wanted to know was who's the mother of his baby. Turns out, her name is Tiffany Chen, and she's reportedly been Robert's girlfriend for a few years now. She's a martial arts instructor and has a background in dance. The 2 of them met on the set of De Niro's movie The Intern, where she played his character's Tai Chi instructor. Little did they know back then that they would become parents to little Gia Virginia. The actor is so happy about his newborn that it didn't take him long to share her photo with the world. And if you think that Robert is too old to have a new baby, take a look at his pal, Al Pacino. Well, it's hard to compete with this guy. He's 83, never been married, and already has 3 grown-up kids. You'd think that it's almost impossible for him to become a father again. And it seems like Pacino thought so too for a moment. Reportedly, he asked his girlfriend, 29-year-old Noor Al-Fala, to get a paternity test. He wanted to make sure that the baby was his. The actor's representative didn't comment on the rumor. But even if Al actually doubted it, it's kinda understandable. However, the baby is definitely his, which makes Pacino one of the oldest fathers on record. And since he's been friends with Robert De Niro for a long time, we're pretty sure their kids will be pals too. De Niro's already planning playdates.
Yeah, all that stuff, sure, we'll be doing that soon enough.
We would definitely like to see those 2 living legends at their kids' playdates. What other famous dads do you know who had children at an older age? Share in the comments below if we've missed anyone, and if you want to know more about your favorite celebrities, check out our other videos.